It's like when we were at the Emmys.
Oh, right.
Somebody yells out, DaBabyBoomers. We're about to watch Jodie Foster come through the door, and somebody's yelling our name?
That's a big change.
Too naughty or too nice? You decide with the Too Nice, Too Naughty podcast.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to one and all. Yep, it's another episode of Too Naughty, Too Nice. We're here with our friends today, and I'll introduce them in a minute, but this is another episode of Too Naughty, Too Nice, where we dive into the stories, the joy, and the mischief of some of the most inspiring people around. Now, today, we have a great treat for you. These two ladies have taken the social media world by the storm with their moves, their grooves, and their positivity. They're proof that life doesn't slow down as you get older, and in fact, it even gets a whole lot more fun. I'll attest to that for sure. Join me today as we are with the fabulous, the furious, and the downright joyful Beth and Cheryl, better known as DaBabyBoomers.
Here we are.
They have been dancing their ways into hearts all over the world, spreading joy and showing us that age is nothing but a number. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy. Let's dive into the conversation filled with laughter, inspiration, and maybe a little bit of naughtiness. Let's give a warm welcome to Beth and Cheryl.
Santa!
It was such a pleasure meeting you at Cheer Choice Awards, and that was so cool. And
So fun.
I'm really excited for this interview to learn more about your lives. And you know, I sometimes because of my age, and we're in social media, and I don't like to make it. I feel a little uncomfortable. And we're going to talk real and raw here. I feel a little uncomfortable putting you guys in an age category because I don't think that's very nice.
That's all right.
But on the other hand, it's good to embrace. I embrace that I'm 70 years old and I'm on social media and we're tearing it up, ladies, and we're beating out most of them younger kids out there. We're way ahead of them in a lot of categories, and we're not letting a number slow us down. And we're making a difference in this world in the process of doing that. And I'm very proud of that. My kids are proud of their grandpas doing that, out there doing it. And I'm sure your family is as proud as you are of that.
Santa, what is so fun for us is that we'll meet kids and we'll ask them, are you on social media? Are you on TikTok? And they'll be like, yeah, we are. I am kind of, I watch this and that. Are you on TikTok? Or they'll laugh and go, yeah, you're on TikTok. And then we show them our phone and how many followers we have. And they're like,
their eyes bug out. They're like, what?
That's the fun part. That's
so fun to surprise people because they don't expect.
They do not.
Women of a certain age to be on TikTok for one, or Instagram, and then to have a following.
They're like, only Facebook, right? We're like, no, there's more than Facebook.
And so I always like to ask, okay, so where are you at on social media? And when you tell us where you're at, how many followers do you have? Because I don't try to impress people. I try to impress upon them. It's not, that's what I do. So go ahead and let us know where you're at, what social media is.
It's about 644,000. We're kind of over the threshold now.
We're working towards yours.
We're working towards 1 million, one follower at a time.
You'll get there.
But people can find us at DaBabyBoomers, like the rapper DaBaby, and then Boomers at the end. We backed up DaBaby on the Grammys, and that's how we ended up with the name DaBabyBoomers.
Oh, interesting.
There's a whole story.
There's a story.
I want to dive into that story, but we'll have it put in the comments or wherever down below, so they'll be able to connect with you.
Great, both TikTok and Instagram,
and Facebook and YouTube.
And YouTube, it's DaBabyBoomers, Beth and Cheryl, right?
Yep.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So we're
Oh,
across
it's
all
different.
platforms.
It's different. Beth and Cheryl, where?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
DaBabyBoomers, Beth and Cheryl.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
Everywhere else, it's just a baby
Yeah,
boomers.
yeah. So how did you guys get started? Okay, here you are. You're good friends. You've been friends a while, I take it.
46 years.
Yeah. Okay. So how did
Since
it all start?
1978.
I want to know how you got started.
On social media?
How your friendship started.
Oh, we met in 1978. We were in line for an audition for a group called Kids of the Kingdom that performed at Disneyland. And we
Mhm.
were at the callback standing next to each other. And, we got yik-yakking. Hard to believe. Oh, we were
and
yik-yakking.
we have been friends ever since. We've done a lot of shows and Broadway and movies and commercials, and they always hired a brunette and a blonde, and for some reason they always hired us.
The two of us. We worked a lot together.
That's cool.
You're in Los Angeles. We're in Los Angeles.
So were you were backstage then and you were auditioning? Is that what I heard?
We were at an audition
Okay.
and singing and dancing for Kids of the Kingdom at Disneyland, and
Right.
that's where we met.
And it was
Right.
at an
Did you
audition.
get started? Did you get the job? Did you both get the
We
job?
got the job, and I was first alternate because I didn't sing as well yet. So now then I worked on my
And I
voice.
never knew this.
I
I
know,
mean, I
she didn't
never
know.
knew because she never was at any of the rehearsals. or
No,
anything.
no, because I was first alternate, and Barnett was like
But I did
work
go-
on your voice. She said.
But I did go to her birthday party, and that's
Right.
how we reconnected.
And then we did
okay.
a show, a Broadway musical called Sophisticated Ladies, and we did that for many years.
We've
But
done
that was our
commercials.
first gig together.
Yeah,
Well, so that was your first gig together, right? And how long did that last?
Oh,
we did it for years.
we did it. We
Good.
did it at the Schubert here in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and then we would
Right.
tour around the country with it over the years.
Oh,
It was
wow.
all Duke Ellington's music.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
It was
Interesting.
great musical with Gregory Hines and the Nicholas brothers and
Frida
some-
Payne.
Frida Payne, some
Oh,
famous,
wow.
very
Wow.
famous performers.
Mhm.
Right,
So we
right.
did that show a lot. Went
Uh-huh.
all over Europe. doing
Yeah,
that
we
show in
traveled
the 90s,
together.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
one of
What a
those shows.
life. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. And then what happened after that? Where were you after that?
Well, we were always in Los Angeles.
Right, right. And we did we had a doo-wop group for years at Universal. We sang, and then we would audition for things, and we did a lot of commercials. Jane Lynch. We did a book Nook. Was it Nook?
Yeah.
The Nook. We did Visa. We did a lot of TV shows. We did the Muppet movie together.
Uh-huh.
We danced
Cool.
in that with Jason
We
Segel.
just did The Perfect Couple,
We did.
danced in The Perfect Couple, which is now on Netflix.
Oh,
So we-
cool. That's good to know. We'll love to go
Yes.
see that. Yeah, yeah.
It's on
yeah.
Netflix now.
Oh, you're still going strong then, ladies. You girls are you still got
We're still
stuff going.
moving
So
in a group.
It really never slowed down for you guys much. Even,
No.
okay. So before you were married, then you were traveling around a lot.
Well, we
Or-
kind of got married in between all that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We met our husbands. I met mine in Sophisticated Ladies. She met hers in a version of Sophisticated Ladies in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, we've been always working, and we got married in between all of the
Okay.
gigs.
Cool. So how long
Takes
have
a
you
little
been married? How long have you been married then?
I got married in 1988.
And this is my, this month is my 30th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank-
Very, very cool. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So you did that. You traveled, and then you mostly started working in the LA area, and you were getting gigs, or I guess you call it
Right.
jobs in the LA area.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Lots of gigs together.
Uh-huh.
And our favorite one was the Grammys with DaBaby, which
Yeah.
happened in 2021.
We were 63 years old.
And she got the audition on her birthday for the 63rd Emmy Award. Grammy Awards.
Yeah, so it's my 63rd birthday doing
Yeah.
the 63rd Grammys.
That's
And
fun.
I was hired. She got it just by luck because they hired people that of a certain look, of a certain age. And
Uh-huh.
Cheryl doesn't have gray hair.
I don't die. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, I die.
She dies.
I
She
die.
doesn't natural.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the women that had gray hair did not show up. He only hired 6 of us.
Uh-huh.
And so our agent called Cheryl and said the woman didn't show up.
Can you get there in an hour? And I said, yes, I can.
Uh-huh.
So otherwise, this wouldn't be happening.
No, we wouldn't be
Right.
on social media.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
All luck.
What
Yeah.
really, okay, let's talk about social media, because that's my
Right.
world. I mean, I'm an old retired rodeo clown, so you guys don't want to know about all that boring
I
stuff.
had no idea. That's fascinating.
Yeah, 30 years I did
Oh
rodeos.
my gosh.
Yeah, I did
You
other
can
stuff off and on.
Stand
I
up
mean,
straight.
before rodeos were indoors, like the bull riding that they have now, they have bull riding just indoors. Well, that's the PBR, professional bull riders only stuff. When that changed, everything started going indoors, so I could go year round. Mostly it was just fairs and that kind of stuff that you always travel to. So anyway, so what really inspired you to share your love for dancing and inspiring people like you do to do it on social media? How did that start?
Well, the day after the Grammys, her husband, he was more on TikTok than we were.
Mhm.
And he knew that there was a trend for the baby called the rock star. And that's what we had done.
Oh,
And so between your husband and my son kept trying to talk me into being on social media the whole time we were in lockdown. And I was
Right.
like, no. And so
So we
jumped
did.
on.
There was a TikTok challenge
yeah.
and of this song, and so we said let's do it. And the lyrics are brand new Lamborghini, and
Okay.
her husband said they've got a minivan. He said, why don't you come out of the minivan, because all of the young kids were doing it around
the
Lamborghini.
Right.
So there was nobody like us doing that, and so we did it. And our first video went over 1 million views.
Oh my God.
We were shocked. First one
That's
right out.
crazy.
So we knew that there was something there.
Mhm.
People were surprised, and people are surprised. The kids think, did you just happen to be able to dance like this? Or how long did it take you to rehearse it?
Yeah.
And they don't realize we're
Right.
professional performers for 46 years.
And we
Right.
started dancing when we were little.
Mhm.
Oh
So
yeah.
we've been dancing all our lives. you know.
Right.
And we had the fortune after the Grammys to do Mario Lopez's extra.
Yes.
And we got to do a Friendsgiving show of his, and we were gonna teach him a TikTok, and he was gonna dance with us.
Uh-huh.
And Cheryl, we were both nervous. And as we're driving, I said, but you know what? We know what we're doing.
We've been doing this a long time.
Right.
But it was different to walk
We
out as
know what we're
yourself
doing.
and sit on a
Right. Yeah.
a talk
exactly.
show, basically. It was fun.
Right.
But people don't understand that
Right.
we know what we're doing.
Right.
It's
Right.
true.
So they're always shocked. They think, oh, did the neighborhood ladies just get together to do a TikTok? And it's
Right.
like, no, we think about it, what we want to do. Before
we're gonna
Cheryl had her
wear.
hip done, we had to boomerize everything, make it easier
Right.
so that you could do the hip the right way.
Right.
And, so we really think about what we're going to do, what we're going to wear.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's another question I'd like to ask is, so many people look up to you guys, and I'm sure, what they're looking for is your confidence, especially, being at this stage in life. How do you keep so much zest? But how do you build the confidence? What kind of advice would you give them to have the confidence to do what you guys do?
I always think be prepared. When you film it, we practice. We come in, we
Right.
decide what we're going to wear. I mean, preparation, I think, gives you confidence.
Right.
Sometimes, a lot of times we talk off the top of our head. That's different. But
Yeah.
I think when we do a TikTok and we prepare and we do, we learn what we're going to we decide what we're going to do. We look up the trend.
Right.
For me, it's preparation.
Yeah,
What do you say?
exactly. Perfect.
Well, I think
And have fun.
with social media also you can overthink it. So with social media, I encourage people put something up. Yes, think about what you want to do and just
Right.
don't, but some people are get afraid. And it's like, put something up. Just, know what you're going to do and run in your lane. Do
Right.
your lane. You do Santa. We do
Dancing.
Friends dancing.
Right.
Run in your lane. We do
Yeah.
a little bit of comedy. I'm sure you do,
Oh, yeah. I
inspirational
do.
and positivity.
Yeah.
So I would really say that we went to VidCon 2 years now.
Right.
And one of the best seminars we sat in was somebody was talking about what you want to present is like a variety show, but a variety of what you do.
Right.
So we do a little bit of comedy, we dance, we visit about our friendship, we react together. We sing, we're singers, so we give a little bit of that sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
And we do some senior women's stuff, what are the reaction things.
Right.
So we try to give a variety, but still in our lane. We're not going to be like JJ the Flavor Rican and cook.
No, I don't cook at all. You cook
a little bit. But
we don't do that.
It would be us having fun cooking together or me showing her something. But,
Sure.
JJ, that's your lane, right?
Right. No, exactly.
And show your personality. I think some people are afraid to show their personality.
Right.
Really, we have fun when we do it. So I think that's another driving force.
Well, see, and that leads right into the other question is, knowing that you've made this kind of impact to millions and hundreds of thousands of millions of people out there see you and the positivity that you bring and the confidence, again, that you bring and the fun that you bring with it. How has that impacted your life, knowing that you've done that? How has that impacted your life, knowing that you are doing that out there?
It really is inspiring. I think it inspires us to continue. We've been doing it 3 years now.
And we don't live together. We live in our homes with our separate homes with our husbands.
Right.
So it does take planning to get together, to go to somebody's house, to bring all your clothes. And, there's days where we're like, oh, yeah, we got to do it. But then when we get together and you do it, it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it shows people, there's so many of our friends that have sort of like stopped. And they think that their lives are over to a certain degree.
Right.
And it's like, you have to keep your mind going. The whole learning of shooting video and uploading it and doing all of that. And then also the people that you touch. We have touched more kids, young girls, that are on TikTok. And, always reminding people, you never know what's coming your way and when.
Yeah, we never thought that our third act would be this. Sometimes we do sit here and we'll say, congratulations on your life. Because it is a shock to us, even though we've been in the business a very long time. This part of the business is shocking to us. Because we didn't know anything about it. And all of a sudden our third act, here we go.
Yeah, we never thought we'd be working with choreographers like Charm LaDonna, who does Dua Lipa, and Megan Trainor. Where was there going to be a place in that for us?
Yeah.
And here we have sort of found our own way in social media, which is, it's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And the lives that you've made a difference is, and the younger people looking up and what I get it all the time. Santa, I wish I had your energy, and they're 20, 30 years younger than me. But when you're doing something that you're passionate about, knowing that for me, I'm passionate about it, but knowing that I'm making a difference in the world and making a difference in a life, in lives, really inspires me, motivates me. It doesn't feel like a job or working. This is something that I just passionately do. People have to tell me it's time to take a break, relax. You got to just, because when you're inspired, you're ready to share it with the world. And what you guys, I see you doing, is taking your uniqueness and touching the world with your uniqueness. And that's when you make a difference in other people's life, and definitely changes your life. Since you've started being on social media, and how has that changed your life? Or has it?
Well,
Other than meeting, you get to do some other jobs. I mean, you're well more noticed than you thought you would be.
I think what changes it. Sometimes you're on the set and you do what they tell you to do, or you're a dancer on the set, or even I choreograph some things, but I always have a director. You and I can come up with concepts and be, hey, let's do this. It feels like there's a little more control than in other aspects of the business that we've done. So that, for me, that's an interesting side.
Yeah, it's changed it. It's changed our lives because this is our business.
That's right.
We created our own business. We've created our own financial whatever we never even thought would be coming our way because of social media.
Right.
And I can honestly say, for me, how it's changed my life. Right before all this, I had been going through a couple of years because I'd lost my only child, my son, and I didn't know what I was going to do, or did I even ever want to do anything ever again. And then this came about. So it gave me purpose again. It gave me something to do.
Yeah.
So that has been how it's changed me, is that it's really given me, something to
I guess that was one of my questions too, is how do you keep motivated during those tough times? And you've just kind of answered it. I mean, golly, what a thing to have to go through. And I'm so sorry that you've had.
We both have had only sons. Her son's a rock star, adorable kitties with a group called
the Driver Era.
I said R5.
The Driver Era.
He's on.
They're all over. Yeah, they're all over Europe right now for 2 months.
Oh wow!
It's a kid, Ross Lynch, that was in Austin and Alley. It's his family and my son, and they travel and they sing and play instruments, and they're in a band.
Yeah, and so when tough times, I think, come, we take our time. We take our time off, and also you have to look for reasons to stay present, to stay positive, to stay looking towards the future. And there's so much to look forward to, especially for young kids. I see a lot of depression. We see a lot of mental illness. And, that is something we really want to let people know, and especially these kids. You just never know.
No.
You never know what's going to happen in your life, good and bad, because you're going to know.
Exactly. So you say you see a lot of depression in kids these days.
Yeah.
How is it that you see a lot of? Where do you see these kids? I mean, when you go live, when you're dancing.
They talk to us.
They talk to us.
They message us.
Through your comments, messaging. Thank you so much. You inspire me.
They DM us.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. We do keep in touch. We do answer everybody that writes to us.
Oh my God.
We started to heart them, but we
try to.
Good for you. Good for you.
We try to say something to everybody.
Yeah,
and we have some hardcore fans that have been with us for 3 years that are young ladies, and they have hardships and
go through life. Yeah.
Call us, Mama Beth or Auntie Cheryl,
this,
or
What is without any names? What is some of the stories that you've heard? What are some of the comments that you've seen? I know I have mine. I'm Santa. They're asking me for stuff, so I get some stories, but I want to know about your stories. So what's some of the ones that really stick out to you?
I'm trying to think.
I think it's more the odd duck, not being included, that sticks out, that doesn't. And I think that's why they come to us, because we do include them. And so, when you're a little different,
Yeah.
so we get a lot of people that may not be the cool hip kids at school.
Yeah.
Or their family, once in a while, they'll say family trouble. Or
Yep.
divorced
Moms.
parents, or,
Yeah, my
things.
mom hasn't been the nicest to me.
Right.
Or they have boy troubles, different things. The other thing about being women of a certain age, we get a lot of ageism. And I don't know if you do, but probably not because you're Santa. But being women on social media and of a certain age, we do get a lot of, not a lot. I shouldn't say it's not a lot. It's just people. Yeah. And I think you just have to have a backbone. And I think everybody gets
and you
it
learn
in their own way.
Yeah. No, I can imagine you do. I can imagine you get all kinds of the most horrible things I even do as Santa. They do. I mean, I get it. I truly understand that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's been interesting because people try to catch us with nasty words. They try to, we're reading their comments. They try to do that. They ask us about, just everything. We've seen everything.
And we are like, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
we've seen everything.
I go live most of the time, but even in the comments, you see some of that. But I going live, I have moderators that help with that. So that's just part of doing that. What was it like when you first started seeing some of that and they were being really naughty? I mean, not they were being, it was naughty. What was, that stops a lot of people. What I love about this podcast is I get to talk to creators in Creator Talk, but it helps those looking to become a creator too. See, so knowing that you're going to get those kind of comments, and most people stop because they don't want. I had a very. She's still in my life. She was doing her own lives and doing stuff, but she just couldn't handle the trolls. She couldn't handle the meanness that people are saying out there, and she quit. It broke my heart. I love Joanne to death.
Well, there were supposed to be 3 of us.
Oh.
And from the Grammys, we were like the top 10 most interesting things that happened in the Grammys that year. I mean, the Rolling Stones wrote about us. I mean, the amount of press we got because they couldn't figure out why this young black rapper had hired all these 6 people of a certain age to sing and dance behind him. So they thought we wore choir robes. They thought that we were judges. We wore black choir robes.
So we were choir because it was 2021 and we were still in COVID. We had to be 6 feet apart. So they thought we were Judge Judy's with these.
So, they had a lot of things to say, like we're Hogwarts or whatever. And one of our friends that we were going to do this with, do the DaBaby, she's a dancer that we've done stuff with. She didn't like what was said. And she was afraid that if we went to TikTok, there would be more of that.
Right.
And she just wanted to end with the Grammys and have this up experience. And she was really concerned that, social media was even going to be worse to us.
Right.
So she opted out to not do this with us. And so Cheryl and I just ended up doing it ourselves.
Right. And then it took a different way with the friendship and us being friends for 46 years. And so it kind of went in that direction.
It went more who we are and what our relationships about.
Right. Yeah, it's too bad because it could have been, she could have been a part of a beautiful thing that you guys are doing. And,
well, we do bring people in. We bring her in. We have guests that come and dance with us.
Okay.
You need to dance with us sometime. Maybe
my
at the
wife would love that to come for,
Are you going to be there next year?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
Yeah. And she'll be there this time too. So she wasn't there this time. So, no, we plan to do that. But I've kind of, it's funny. We've been married 10 years this year. So
Newlyweds.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're newlyweds. So, and there's a whole story behind all that. So, but I've held back on my dancing stuff. She's seen me do it because I, for 30 years, was around country western dancing, swing dancing.
Oh.
But I'm a recovering alcoholic. I quit eggnog 13 years ago. So part of being in the rodeo system for me was, you'd go to the after parties and the rodeo dances and all that stuff. So as a young person, in the rodeo business, I grew up dancing. So I consider myself a pretty good dancer back in the day. But then I quit eggnog, and I just said I'm not going to do that anymore. And then the
eggnog was bringing you out of your shyness,
eggshell,
your eggshell.
Right. Yeah, my comfort zone. Yeah, it took the took the pimples off. I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, then but she'd see a flare of it when I would take my granddaughters and I go, let me show you something. And I do just showing my little granddaughters little swing things, My wife goes, you haven't been dancing. Why won't you dance with me? Because she loves to dance, I guess. So anyway, nice. At one of, through going to Spread the Cheer, we met some really good friends there. And I was able to this year officiate their wedding as Santa. They wanted Santa Corky to officiate their wedding. So at their reception, I danced with Mrs. Claus. So,
that's nice.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited about that. But yeah, my moves aren't quite like they used to be, though. I probably need some help from you guys. So
we'll sharpen them. Yes, we'll get them sharpened up.
Right. That'll be fun. That's amazing what you did with the Grammys. And how that opened the world up to you also, to where you could move on and do other stuff like that. So
we've done some incredible things these past 3 years. Yeah,
it's been so fun.
Really good.
What do you got working right now that you're able to talk about? What's going on? Do you have other stuff planned, or what's in the future?
We've got tonight we're going to, we mentioned the Bachelorette, Golden Bachelorette watch party.
Yeah.
We're dressed in our black and golds. They
Yeah.
wanted black and gold. That'll be fun.
And like I said earlier, we're on Netflix, The Perfect Couple. We're dancing in all of the episodes. In the opening credits.
Great.
We went to the Emmys.
We
Sunday.
just went to the Emmys.
That was really fun. The Emmys were great.
Yeah.
So much fun. So we got to see a lot of people there. And we do a lot of ads. We have got our agents. So we do a lot of ads with our agent.
We're doing a lot of mental acuity kind of shot things, then natural things to get you to focus. So that's the next thing that's up for us. Where I don't know.
Beth's dream is to have a reality show with women of our age. So we're putting it out there.
The real Golden Girls.
For if anyone is a writer watching, a reality show.
We've been here for 46 years. So we have a lot of friends that are our age that are divas and gypsies and dancers and
singers.
And we've all lived these full lives and have had lows and highs. She's taking care of her mom. We have one friend whose husband has been from COVID, long haul COVID. He's been in the hospital for 3 years, just about. So there's all of these stories, but also good stories that, I think are could be Golden Girls about, hips and moving.
I had my hip replaced about a month ago.
A month ago? That's pretty recent.
July 29th, so a little over a month. So I'm dancing again now.
You're doing pretty good. You're springing around.
That can happen when you're our age also. And we were up that, because of like the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette, they were looking to do a reality show, which we actually were up for. We were looking, we were looked at to be a part of with our friend Gwen Hillier and our friend Terry Hayes.
Right.
And I guess that just never happened.
Right.
They never got it going. I don't know.
So that's a dream, and
I just think
the stage set. Everything's set for that. I mean, everything's could be in place. We should talk to you with Mama Tot.
We might have to talk to the ABC tonight.
You know what? I'm going to ask Santa for that for Christmas.
Santa.
Hey, I'm a toy maker. I don't know if
well, make us a toy television.
I understand.
About the reality show.
Mama Tot wants to be a host on her own show, like some of the talk show hosts.
Yes,
she would like to do that. She's been on our podcast a couple of times, and she would like to do that.
Beautiful woman,
yeah, isn't she amazing?
Great.
She's amazing. But gosh, you guys have you know some of the right people. You're in that. It's just a matter of timing when that happens, I think.
Yeah, we had a manager from VidCon, and she lives in 3 different places, so we're not sure what happened to her. But we were really
come back.
Yes, come back to us. We're looking forward to working with her also this year. Just new energy. We've got our social media agents, and we love them. Yeah. They came to the Church
Choice Awards with us.
Oh, they did. He did.
Yeah, from Her Talent Group. Yes.
Oh.
It was so funny because we did not think we were going to win at all. I mean, seriously.
I remember you mentioning now that you said that. You mentioned that.
We were shocked.
Never.
It was a nice shock. That was a surprise.
Yeah,
that was really a fun surprise.
Yeah, that I was sitting next to one of our our agents are 25
and 27.
And he turns to me and he looks more shocked than I was. And that's bad when your agent looks more shocked. Like, you won?
That was cute. That was a really fun night. That whole event was so fun. So we're looking forward to
that. I'm looking forward to it too. It was a blast.
Have fun, and we'll know more people. We met a lot of friends.
O&M Coffee. We're going to be in their cabana again this year.
JJ, we met a lot of great people.
Yeah, very cool.
It's a beautiful, beautiful event. Yeah.
Have you gone every year?
Have I what?
Have you gone every year to the Church Choice Awards?
That was my first year.
Oh, that was your first year? Yes, too.
Yeah. So I didn't know what Church Choice Awards were until we met.
I thought it was cheerleading. I thought it was cheerleading in the beginning.
Cheerleading. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what it was. Yeah.
I mean, back when I first heard the name, I thought it was cheerleading.
That makes sense. Church Choice Awards. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it was. And I'm very much looking forward. Matter of fact, I have the privilege of being on the frontline team for Church Choice for Spread the Cheer this year. So we're doing some stuff, and I did some. I did what Michael and I call it the Santa takeover. So I took over their page for about 3 weeks, where I'd go live on their page and help raise money and grow their followers. So, and it turned out pretty good. So well, they need to get with Rosie O'Donnell, who actually did a video for them, but she follows us and she pops on our lives. Yeah. All the time. Oh. And so she wants to be nominated. She wants to come.
She wants to be involved.
She was like,
so I'm sure because her and Lindsay are very close. Lindsay Taylor, they're very close. Lindsay goes over to her house. Yeah. All right. So I think there's going to be some of that stuff there. So yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Exciting. What do you think has been the biggest change for you guys? What has been the biggest change for you guys going from your regular dance to social media, being a part of social media? What's the thing that stands out the most for you guys?
Biggest change? Well, for me, I feel like we do spend a lot of time. I'm on my phone a lot more than I ever used to be. And I'm on social media a lot more, aren't you? I mean, answering people. At night before I go to bed, sometimes I'm on the phone for 2 hours. Just you wake up in the morning, you're on the phone for 2 hours. A change for me is that how much time I'm actually putting into it.
Right. Right.
More than I've ever put into Facebook or anything else.
Yeah. No
I'm
kidding.
into TikTok. Besides us getting together,
Right.
just the social aspect of how many people we talk to on TikTok. That's a big one for me.
Right.
And all the people that we've met more
that.
people, being on social media than, I would being at my house doing whatever.
Good
And
point.
also, it's like when we were at the Emmys.
Oh, right.
Somebody yells out, DaBabyBoomers. We're about to watch Jodie Foster come through the door and somebody's yelling our name.
That's a big change.
That's it's different.
It's fun.
Different. We're out there more. We're representing ourselves, our business.
And having a brand, you're always representing somebody else's brand, like you said. And now we are representing our own brand, and that's a big change.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're used to being the dancer, singer, actors for everybody else's brand.
Right.
So we have merch coming out
and that's
now,
something that we talk about a lot is a lot of the notoriety, the people getting noticed now. Of course, you're going to have the A-listers in the actors and stuff like that, and that. But social media is making a rise. People involved. You couldn't have gotten it started at a better time because it's starting to shift a lot. It's starting to shift. I get that when in my local town.
Years though.
What's that?
I bet you know.
You've gotten it for years. People have recognized you for years.
Right, because of this. But now they go Santa Corky. You're the guy on TikTok.
That's so great.
Yeah.
You're the guy on TikTok or Instagram, that kind of thing. So, and we
thought we missed it a little bit because we weren't on it during COVID, the 2020 lockdown. Everybody was on. I wasn't on. So we really didn't jump on until March of 2021. So luckily we did get in before it,
I started March of 2022.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. March of 2022, my dad says you have to go live on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for these senior women?
If we're trying to get to 1 million followers.
Going live more often.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
We see
going live. They don't get to see your beautiful personalities with your quirkiness and your little cool attitudes and your spirit and positivity. And then it's a chance that you can draw them in. And when you draw them in, you're going to get your followers are going to be just. I've got a community that I'm so grateful for.
So great.
And
we do go live, but not quite as much. You go every day?
I go every day. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I did I did for a little bit yesterday, but and today I'll go for a little bit, but we've been really busy doing stuff around here. But I do go live every day, and I think that would be my advice is go live every day and interact. And when you go live, you don't have to have a subject. You don't have to do any of that. And just
we go live, but we don't usually have a subject. No.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Usually
what's it like for you to go live now? What's it like? When you go live, how many people are usually viewing?
It depends. Time of day.
Yeah, it does.
Los Angeles. I don't know. We don't get. What do you think?
It starts about a couple of hundred, and then it dwindles.
And sometimes we've gotten up. You get a lot.
You get a lot. Everybody wants to be on Santa's.
I think the most we've ever had on was 400 to 500.
Yeah, when Rosie comes on.
And then Rosie comes on, we get a lot.
Right.
And it was before they stopped that algorithm stuff. Because remember how like Lizzo would post something and she'd get millions. Now they don't do that anymore. And remember when Rosie, the last couple of times she's come on, it hasn't grown like that.
Oh no! So I don't know.
It's definitely done that. Doing some changes. I can go into stories about that, but I'm just a real believer and love the ones that you're with. Love on them like crazy, and they will bring people in and answer their questions and laugh and just be. You guys are just perfect for it. I would suggest going live. You'd go over 1 million in no time because it starts getting momentum. People know you're going to go live. They know I'm going to be live every evening. And you don't have to go every evening, but just put it in your bio. We're live every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6 o'clock till 9. Now, I suggest you go a little earlier. Of course, that's me. Never mind. Your followers would be. I get a lot of children. I get a lot of mamas. I get a lot of mamas. See, with children going, look, Santa's got a TikTok,
Sure.
and then they go, please say hi to Susie and Johnny, and I say hi and do little shout outs and that kind of thing. So I try to get on right after dinner when they're having dinner on the East Coast. That's usually when so that's 2-3 o'clock for me. And then till they're starting to go to bed, and then my views start to slow down. Sometimes I stay on until they start waking up in Australia, and then it really starts to go.
Right.
It's starting to really pick up, but it's that time of the year for me. So,
I bet.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's hard for us because we don't live together, and so we can't ever be consistent about when we go live. So,
and we've tried to do where we're
double screened from one house, but sometimes they think we're battling, and then people go by it because
totally. Totally. It's always best if you could do it like this when you can.
Yeah, and there's just a different energy that we have when we're together. So
yeah. So true.
But we will take your advice.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, just go live more often. Connect. Yeah, connect. And okay. Hey, thank you guys very, very, very much. I'm so excited of what this podcast is going to do and the lives that it will make an effect on later down the road. And I know that everybody is inspired by your energy, your confidence, and your love for people out there and letting them know that they can do this too. So everyone, thank you so very much for tuning in for DaBabyBoomers, Cheryl and Beth. And Cheryl and Beth, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I love you. And please leave a comment, follow, and subscribe, or all the stuff you do down there. Please do that. Would be very, very appreciated. All righty. Take care now.